Hello everyone. So in our previous video, we have discussed briefly about the categorization of companies based on market cap. That is, the companies can be either classified as large cap, they can be classified as mid cap, or they can be classified as small cap. So in this video, we will be discussing in detail about the second category, that is mid cap. In our previous videos, we have discussed about what is market cap and what are large cap companies. So if you have not watched those videos, please do watch. It is a good watch. I have attached the links in the video description for your easy reference. So now let's dive deeper into what are mid-cap companies. So have you ever felt like you are too big to be too small or too small to be too big? Then you might be just feeling like a mid-cap company. So as per SEBI, better not as per your uncle's WhatsApp group, as per SEBI, the mid-cap companies are the companies whose rank falls between 101 to 250 inclusive when you categorize the companies on the basis of market cap. Now, what do you mean by categorize the companies? I meant that when you rank the company on the basis of market cap, that is, when you see the rank of all the companies that are listed, and then you see, okay, now which companies have the rank of 100 and 250 when the companies are sorted in descending order as per their market cap. Then those companies are called as mid cap companies. So now let's dive deeper into the characteristics of mid cap companies. So before diving into these characteristics one by one, usually as per their rank, their market cap falls between 5,000 cr to 20,000 cr. So that is a usual market cap, but it might fluctuate depending upon what the market circumstances are. So that is something that might get fluctuated, but that is the usual range. Now what are the characteristics of mid cap company? So first characteristic is balance, growth, and stability. So they have got like the energy of small caps, but with the maturity of large caps. So basically, the mid cap companies fall exactly the intersection, like the growth of small caps, like the growth potential of small caps, or the maturity of large caps. So they have a balanced growth and stability. Now, they're not as like a roller coaster ride as the small cap companies might have in their returns, but they're not completely as mature as the large cap as well. So they're comparatively, in terms of volatility, they're comparatively in the middle. So now what do I mean by the third characteristic? That is a niche denominators. So basically, they usually own a particular niche, like they're the leaders in that particular niche. Now let me give an example. The most one of the most famous uh, shopping site that we go, that is West Side. It is owned by Trent. Then we have a company named as Polycab. So this Polycabs owns more than 50% of the buyers business in India. So basically, they're like the persons or the companies who are dominating their particular niche and they're expanding and compounding your wealth. So basically, let's now move into the fourth characteristic, that is lesser analyst coverage. So basically, they might turn out to be the hidden gems because there is lesser analyst coverage. So they're not flashing every day on CNBC or something that you need to have those eyeballs there. Like there are comparatively much lesser eyeballs usually in these mid cap companies, because of which you might know about them much faster than your CA friend sees it on the LinkedIn. Okay. So since there are less eyeballs, so you might get them at much better valuations and it might compound your wealth much faster. Now the last part is expansion mode on. So they're always expanding. So they're dominating their niche. Now they're opening their like they're expanding their business might be in multiple countries, multiple regions. So they're always in that expansion mode and always silently like compounding your wealth. So now the biggest question arises is why should I care or should we invest? So see, should you invest or not? That is something that all you have to take. I can't give you that judgment. But if you don't want to take a risk like you're doing bungee jumping, okay. If you don't want to take a risk like you're doing bungee jumping, but at the same time You don't want too much maturity like someone with a 50 or 60 years age. Okay, but you want that intersection of risk and return, then mid cap companies might be the right fit for you. If you need more maturity in your investing, that is, your risk taking ability is less, then you might think that okay, large caps are better fit for me. But if you think that your risk taking ability is comparatively more, then you might think okay, mid cap might fit the bill. But if your risk taking ability is too much and you like taking risk like you're doing a bungee jumping, then small caps might prove to be a good fit for you. For now, I've covered all the characteristics and whether you should invest or not. Now it is your call which shares you have to invest in or which market cap companies you have to target in. In the next video, I will be discussing in detail about what are small cap companies. Thank you.